Hi, and welcome back to Systems. This is Gaming Insurrection's Systems, where we do video game playthroughs and we talk about the mechanics and we talk about the things that make up our favorite games. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force. I am the editor-in-chief. I am the everything. Pretty much like 99.9% of Gaming Insurrection. And I have conceived of Systems as a way to talk about my favorite games and the mechanics behind them and the things that I like about these games and how to play them. So in this issue's version of Systems, we are tackling one of my absolute favorite games, which came to America in 2002, 2001, 2002 for GameCube. And I absolutely fell in love with it. I was introduced to it by a friend's girlfriend, and she was like, "Here, you should play this. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen." And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, this is a game. Like, this is a cutesy game. I mean, it's Nintendo, so, and I was a Nintendo head at the time, so I was okay with that. But then I played it, and I just fell in love with it, and I have been playing it ever since. We are talking about the original Animal Crossing. So, as some of you may know, longtime readers of GI know, I used to do a section called the Animal Crossing Chronicles. And I chronicled one of my many versions of a character for Animal Crossing, the original Animal Crossing on GameCube. And it was Samus. The character's name was Samus in the town of Tokyo. So we haven't done that section in a long time, just because I realized, I was like, we don't really need to do it. It was a cute idea, and I really liked doing it, but time constraints, and I just was like, I don't really absolutely need to do this. So I stopped doing it. But I decided that I was wanting to do stuff with Animal Crossing, and I have played Animal Crossing since the first game. I have played every version of Animal Crossing ever released. I have played the first game. I finished up my town. I've had multiple versions of the first game, so I should start there. Had multiple versions of the first game. I have played through and caught everything and donated everything in Wild World for the DS. I have played through City Folk a little bit. I actually own City Folk. I just don't play it that often. I have New Leaf for 3DS. I'm trying to think. I have Amiibo Festival. I have several Animal Crossing Amiibos, and I have the Amiibo cards. I have a very large set of the Amiibo cards because I have an Amiibo reader, card reader. I play Pocket Camp. I am a day one adopter of Pocket Camp, and I did switch to Pocket Camp Complete during the discounted introductory period when they switched it over to Complete. I have the DLC for Mario Kart 8. I'm trying to think. I have a lot of Animal Crossing stuff. I have a Tom Nook plushie on my desk, and somewhere in here, we went to a festival, and I'm looking in my Gaming Insurrection section over here. Someone made a bag for Animal Crossing with Tom Nook on it, and Animal Crossing characters. And I went to this festival and I saw it for sale and I immediately bought it. I have created numerous towns, and I've played through for several years. Like, I'm still playing New Leaf, and also, how could I forget? So my first game on Switch, I bought a Switch probably 3 years ago, and my first game on Switch was New Horizons, and I have a town that is going right now. called Kuma Sound there. So yes, I've been playing Animal Crossing for a long time, an absolutely long time. I enjoy Animal Crossing. I really do. It's actually very relaxing for me. I love the soundtrack. I love the way that the game is set up. I have all of the soundtracks, all of the songs that that KK Slider, the little puppy who plays music for you. I have all of the actual tracks in my music collection, and I have a playlist that has all of my favorites. So yes, I've been playing Animal Crossing for a long time. I started my first town June 9th, 2003. So I've been playing for 22 years. Yes, 22 years. So that is why I decided I was like, I would like to do Animal Crossing for systems finally. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to actually start playing through now. If I could get my game going. So, and I am not using a GameCube. I'm actually using Dolphin to do this. But the concept is the same. So we are starting, and then, so an animal at the beginning will greet you, and they're like, hi, welcome back to whatever town you have. And they'll tell you what time it is. Now, here's the thing about Animal Crossing, and I should point this out. Animal Crossing is time limited. It does run in real time, but the first game is set to 30 years. It will not boot up if you get to, I think it is 2031. You try to boot a town in 2031, it will not boot. It will absolutely tell you, no, we cannot load this town. Please, reset your clock and fix it. So, right now, this is set to real time, so it's 2025. And then they ask you, are you ready to get rolling? They ask you what time it is. So you can go in and time travel, which I do not suggest that you do unless you know what you're doing. Because you can mess up your game easily. Now, when they ask you, hey, do you want to get rolling? Yes. Or before I go. So then if you go into before I go, they ask, what should you do? And then you have sound settings, rumble settings, other settings, never mind. Now, in order to change your time, you would have to go to other things. I do not need to go in there, so I'm not going in there. But actually, I will go in there just so y'all can see. These are the only other things you can do, so pick one. Okay, so you can demolish a house. I do want to go in here and show y'all these options. You can demolish a house, which is a house that's already been started and a character that's already been started. You can demolish it. You can start the town over, build a new town, okay? Or set the clock. So that is why I say just don't fool around in here if you don't need to. I used to, back in the day, set my clock to be, I think 6 hours behind, because I would go to work and come back home and play, and I would get off at like midnight. So I needed to be able to play in real time, and I would do trading on boards where you could, like community boards where people would be looking for certain items in game, and I would trade items back and forth. There's a ability to do that and generate passwords and universal passwords to get certain items. You can literally generate any item in the game. So we'll get to that when I actually get to Tom Nook's store. But I decided I didn't want to do anything else, so ready to get rolling. I briefly go in here back into this menu. Sound settings. So what setting do you want to change? Stereo, mono, or headphones. We're going to choose stereo because that's what we already have. What do you want us animals to sound like? This is the most adorable thing. So you can make them sound like Animalese, which is a very sped up normal voice. Either it's sped up or the pitch is lowered or raised. And that's what Animalese is. So they're actually speaking words, but they changed it to they changed how the sound is modulated to match the animal personalities, which is a whole thing in this too. BBs is like it beeps. And then silence. So I want my animals to sound like animalese. I actually love animalese. My late mother, GI Mama, did not like animalese at all. And then they ask you to confirm, ready to get rolling. And then before we go, the last option is rumble settings. Now, I am actually using a real GameCube controller. This is, as a matter of fact, this is my original GameCube controller from my GameCube that I bought in 2002. And I bought a platinum one, and I still have it. It still works just fine. I just decided I wanted to use the emulator version, and I do have Animal Crossing. So just in case anybody's wondering, well, do you actually have the game plus and you have the ROM? Yes, I actually own the game, a working copy of the game, and I do use it. This is just for the purposes of what we're doing here, much easier to record. So this, I can use this, and it could do rumble settings, but with an actual GameCube. But this is a Wavebird, by the way, which was one of the greatest controllers ever made. You cannot do the rumble settings here. And I have rumble turned on, but it's not going to do anything. Because I'm not using an actual GameCube. So now we are ready to go. Yes, we are ready to go. And then they're going to ask if you have multiple characters or you want to start a new character, there is the option to do so. However, it says, are you Lindsay? Hi, yes, I'm Lindsay. Or are you new? And I am, in fact, Lindsay. I am not new. So I'm going to pick my character. And so they're like, I'm just joshing you, Lindsay. Seriously, I know who you are. Do you, though? I'll always be like, do you, though? So now they're getting things ready for me. And generally when the animals are getting things ready, they are, it's an animal who's in your town. It's one of your villagers. So, and now they've gotten it ready. Do not turn off the power, remove the memory card. Thanks for waiting. Go have a blast in Kumaland. So yes, I named my town Kumaland. It was raining, and so I decided, I went and bought an umbrella, and I was like, I need to use this umbrella today because it is storming out here. All right, so I've opened up my mailbox. I do want to throw away some old ones. So you get letters from various people, and letters are important because it is how you communicate in game. You can communicate with the animals. You can communicate with the museum. People send you letters to tell you things. Communication is important in this, and knowing how to communicate is important. And you have to write very simply. So you will get, I have paper in my inventory where I can write. And I will, because we are going to go hunt for some fossils. Now, here, letter to Lindsay from the HRA. So the HRA is the Happy Room Academy. They rate your house. Rating your house is important because it gets you gifts. And they very much stress, you should have your house rated. And I'm like, but really? All right. So we're going to read it. It says, your current design earns 24,748 points. Your room is splendid, but it's missing that special something. Don't give up. It's almost perfect. So what I did was I split, because I don't care about the HRA. I don't. But for the sake of this video, I split my, the reason why I got a lower score than I originally got is because I split my furniture up from the exotic series. So you'll hear people say they're running a series. I'm running a series here. My series is the exotic series. It's my favorite, actually, of the original Animal Crossing. And so I'm running that series in my house. And right now, the series is split between all of my rooms, my two rooms. And I'm going to get into the house and show you guys this. So that's why I have that rating. My original rating was something like 80,000, 84,000 points, I think. And then you get a thing from Nook. Tom Nook will send you something to tell you about the item, the spotlight item. And that's the spotlight item, is that pine chair. So he will send it every day. Then sometimes you get letters from home, which is adorable. It's also kind of sad because my mom, my actual real life mom, has since passed away since I started playing Animal Crossing 22 years ago. So now when I get letters in game from my mom, I'm kind of like, but did I get it from her though? This is sad. It's very sad. But my mom did think Animal Crossing was cute. She just didn't like how the animals sounded. So my dear Lindsay, how do you like my letters? They're funny, aren't they? Especially for an old bird like me. Woohoo! I'm the wittiest mom in the world. A comedic genius. Love, Mom. Yeah, for a minute there, this kind of hurts. And I was like, why do I keep doing this to myself? I need to stop doing this. I gotta stop hurting myself. But it is a nice touch. I think it's adorable. So I kind of, it doesn't so much as bother me as it used to. So I will probably keep that. Then, so now the other letter that I got is from the museum. So what happens is you have to go talk to Blathers, who is the owl. The owl Blathers will tell you, he's in charge of the museum. In this game, he cannot rate your fossils that you have. You have to send it off to the faraway museum. Now, in later games, he has gone and gotten his license. As a matter of fact, by the time of Wild World, he's gotten his license and he's able to do it. So you don't have to send it off anymore. It was one of the things I noticed that they cleaned up, so to speak. That was good. So I'm going to throw away, see, as a matter of fact, okay, here we go. And I wanted to show you guys this because I did keep it for this reason. Congratulations, you've earned 89,055 points. This is the first time you've broken 70,000 points. We here feel you've earned the small reward. Okay, so yes, I kept this because this shows that I actually did do this once upon a time. So, we're going to throw this away. I don't need it from Tom Nook. It was probably some furniture I ordered. So I'm going to pull this in. This is a dinosaur track. I'm pretty sure I've already donated it, which we will donate if we have new items. But you send it off, they come back and tell you, hey, this is what you found when you dug up fossils. And so I can now sell this. So I will actually sell it. Let's see what else we got from the museum, because you get 3 a day. Apatosaurus tail. Ooh, I don't think we've donated that, so that's good. We will be donating that. Read. Trilobite. Okay, so we will be donating some things. I will throw away these letters, yes. And actually, you can, this is a little known thing. If you tap X while you're doing this, you can select multiple items if they are selectable. If they are part of a multi-selectable item grid, you can select them all and throw all away. You don't have to do it one by one. So we're done with mail. Let's go in the house for a second. I want you guys to see my house for a minute. So this is my house, and this is so I was running the exotic series down here because I have a ton of space. Now, the one thing you'll notice that is missing is the bed. I took the bed out of here because I did not want to have my bed downstairs. I don't need my bed downstairs. So that is why I did not keep it downstairs. This is my upstairs area. As you can see, I have a Nintendo thing. We will talk about these. We're coming back to this. This is a special thing. We're going to come back to this. But I have a bed up here. I have the blue wall and flooring running in here. I have a writing desk because I'm a writer. I have some type of storage. Storage is a whole thing in Animal Crossing. Each individual, in the original Animal Crossing, each individual container like this is its own storage, and it can hold 3 things, okay? Now, in later games, it's all one storage container is the pathway to all of your storage, okay? So, instead of using individual containers and holding 3 items at a time, now you can open up a cabinet in later games, even now, especially in New Horizons. You can open up one cabinet and you go into one space area for all of your things. They started that with WoW World. So it's asking me, what do you want to do? These things are inside. What do you want to do? I think I will take out my G logo shirt. I want to remove my G logo shirt. And I'm so glad they cleaned up storage. Storage was a whole thing too. Now, clothes and things are a whole thing in Animal Crossing. So most people like to change their clothes. And I do too. I change my clothes every day. When I played it regularly every day. So what I just had on was the Natty shirt, and I changed it to be the G logo shirt, which is the GameCube logo. You'll notice here that your character has a matching hat and dress, okay, for girls. For boys, they have a little horned hat, and the shirt changes, but the shorts do not. It is the cutest thing. I'm glad when they leaned more into changing your clothes, because I was a person who changed my clothes every day for my character. So, yeah. But this is the inventory system. Also, while we're here, this is paper, and I will write a letter once I get rid of some of these open letters off to the side. These are tickets that you get, and I'm glad they kind of did away with this later, because the ticket system is annoying. It takes up space in your inventory. I don't really care about it. I'm not going to use it. But every month you got multiple tickets if you bought things. For every item that you bought in Tom Nook's store, you get a ticket. So I was just like, yeah, I don't really like this. So I don't really like this. So yeah, I was glad they got rid of it. Whatever your clothes are, they will come, and you have very limited item space. This is one of the reasons why I didn't like the tickets. Because what I would do is take them and drop them in my downstairs, which we're going to go to, into my basement. I drop them into my basement, and then at the end of the month, I just take them and go do the contest if I'm going to do it. In this particular case, I did not go do the contest at the end of July. I just didn't. I had other things to do. So I was not thinking about that contest. So now I have 15, that's 3 is 18, 21 tickets, because I bought 21 items, and now I have one for August, because I'd already gone and bought this this parasol that I'm carrying. So yeah, as you can see, it's already taking up too much space in my inventory. So I'm going to sell them when I go to the store. And then I have my tools, which we'll get into tools in a little bit. So while we're up here and get these little special things, you can win Luigi in a contest. Somebody buried this out in the town, and I just dug it up, and I was like, cool, okay. So then here, so we'll talk about this now, I guess. These are actual emulated Nintendo games, NES games in Animal Crossing, which was a cute feature in the first game and only the first game. So what they did was you could get NES games and you could play them. And it is a large list of games. Okay. So I picked the ones, I gave myself a code. I picked the ones that I wanted, which were the Forbidden 4, which we'll get into that in a second. The Forbidden 4 and a couple of other ones that I really actually like playing. So the Forbidden 4 are the Forbidden 4 games that America was not allowed to get. You could get them in Japan if you got involved in some contests, if you They gave them away. Like, Nintendo did giveaways, and so you could get them that way. And the Forbidden Four are Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Punch Out, Ice Climbers, and Mario Brothers. So it's really five. It's really five games, but you could get Punch Out, but it was there was a special way to get Punch Out other than the way of the Forbidden Four. So the way you get them in the American version, you got to use a Game Shark code. Or you could do where you gave yourself a universal code. Now, back in the day, there used to be a universal code generator that a guy created and hosted online. I have the universal code generator. And I have used it. But it will never generate a working code for Mario Brothers. Somebody released the code for Mario Brothers, and that's how everybody got that one. But yes, they are working full versions of NES games. So like I could boot up Punch Out and play Punch Out. Like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. It's not, I don't think this is Punch Out featuring Mr. Dream. I think it's the original Punch Out. That other one up there was Wario's Woods. So here I have Excite Bike. This is Super Mario Brothers here. This is The Legend of Zelda, which you can tell by the cartridge, the gold cartridge. This is Ice Climbers over here. This is Donkey Kong. No, this is Mario Brothers. And over here, I think is Donkey Kong. And then those were the ones that I wanted to keep. And so you can sell them for 10,000 bells. I have. And I have some down here. This is, I don't know what this is. I think this is Clue Clue Land. But there are a lot of like pinball, soccer. I think golf is one. Baseball is one. There are a lot of first party Nintendo games. And so, like I say, you can play through. Like the other day, I was in here getting my house set up for you guys so I could record, and I just decided, I feel like playing a game of Super Mario Brothers, and so I did. I went through and I played. It was fun. So that and while I was down here, let me go back down. This is my basement. So right now I store. This is not counted in your HRA score, but I keep things down here that I want to hold on to. These two are gifts. These two, the post office model, the post office box, those are gifts for hitting certain milestones with the with saving money and from the HRA. So we're gonna go back upstairs. You could also too, let me go back down really fast. I just realized I didn't talk about this when I got here. This is a journal, and you can buy one from Nook, but you could write in the journal and make entries and I guess talk about the day. Now, it was kind of unnecessary, but okay. So this is what my bottom area looks like. I'm going to see, because I have a code on to see if I got all of these. There is no music in it. You want to listen? View my library. Oh, okay. So that code does not work. Okay. So I put on a code where I was supposed to have all of the songs, and it doesn't work. So that's fine. Some codes work, some don't. Animal Crossing is very weird. Let's put it that way. It's very, very weird if you're using a ROM or not. So now what happened down here was I put on a code to give myself all of the fish and insects so I could get the golden tools. And it put it on all of the homes, including my own, except for this one. It's weird. I'm not sure why I picked those three. I kind of know why, but it picked those three. So this is this little area here, before I walk out of here, this little area here is the little town, the player's area, home area. And this is where your house is. You see this little dancing thing here. This is a gyroid. If you've never played Animal Crossing, this is gonna sound weird to you. If you've played, you're like, girl, I know all this. Yeah, I know. But for the sake of new players and new watchers, here we are. Your gyroid in this one functions as your save mechanism. You can talk to him and save your game. You can also store items for other players to come and buy. You can set a price or you can make it free. Then you have the bulletin board here. So they make entries. The game automatically inserts entries. You have meteor shower and you'll see stars. It's cute. It's very cute. It's very pretty. In July, they had exercise, and you get gifts from doing that, for participating. And then I could write something here if I wanted to, but I don't really want to. So we're going to leave and we're going to go over here. And so my town has a map. Once your town is created, it generates a map. And so, you have a very unique and specific town. What these things are t-shirts. This is the town dump. Unwanted items come here sometimes. And so you can find some really cool stuff there sometimes. Flowers. So flowers don't really serve a purpose here. Some bugs may show up, but for the most part, they aren't. You can't do hybrids in this one. You're not going to, like, you can plant them, but you don't really need to. They don't serve any purpose. Not really. So we're going to go into Nook Way. So right now I'm at the next to last level for Nook for his store. So here we are. He comes in. He gives you a greeting and you come in. This is where I bought the thing. I bought that parasol. This is, you can change your paint here. This is a sign you can put down outside. And then every day, as you can see, this is the journals. This is paper that you can buy. These are tools. I do not have an axe, and I think I will buy an axe. Well, okay. It's asking me, do I want to? Yes. So here you can come and buy wallpaper and furniture from Nook and clothes. The Able sisters take over the clothes part later. But when you want to buy something, you have the option to see it, or you can be like, no thanks, I already know what it looks like, I want it. But for the sake of y'all, I'll show y'all. This is the tartan rug, and I do want it. I do not have it. He tells you the price, and you can buy it. I also have a code on right now that I have infinite bells. So he never takes money from me, even though he says it's 1820. Yeah. So now a thing to remember about Nook, when you come to, you come in here and you sell him things, remember that he's going to pay you for the items that you sell. He's going to give you 1/4 of its actual price. Like, let's say I wanted to come back in here and, I wanted to sell this axe. The axe is like 400 bells. Well, 1/4 of it is 100. So he's going to pay me 100 bells for that axe if I decide I want to sell it to him. I do need an axe, so I'm going to buy it. So I have too many things, and this is what I was talking about. I have too many things in my inventory, which is super annoying. So we need to sell him. Yes, yes. What can I do for you? All right. I would like to sell. So now here are the options. You can sell, see your catalog, other things, which is where we get into the password feature, and receiving gifts from other players, which was, it was a neat idea, but it was clumsily introduced. And also they left the fact then that they left these codes in where they were generating to test items, and they left them in the game. So some of the codes are profane, some of them are nonsense, and some of them reference real life things. But they left those codes in, and so somebody discovered the universal codes. So that's where this is. But I want to come in here and I want to sell. I don't really need to see my catalog, but we can go through the catalog, I guess. Maybe. So we're going to sell these July tickets. So see, I can select these and I can sell them. I want to keep the August tickets. We want to get rid of the July tickets. So oh, he said he doesn't. Huh? So he won't pay me for them, but he'll take them. Yes, that's fine. Yeah, take them. I don't need them. No, not at this moment. I don't have anything else to sell. Okay, so I want to buy this axe, please. That's an axe. The price is $400. Yes, I want to buy it. Okay. Okay. And then he tells you how to use your tool whenever you buy a tool, even though you may have come in here and you need to buy tools because you accidentally sold it, or you dropped it somewhere, or you did something weird with it and you don't have it anymore. Yes, I know. Yes. They're telling you, please pull up your stumps if you cut down a tree and use a shovel to do it. Yes, you can break your axe. Now, that was one of the things I did not like about New Horizons. Tools break. It is not just the axe that breaks. All of your tools can break. And I was like, but why though? That's not necessary. These are flowers, and you can buy saplings and things. This is to help. Actually, they do serve a purpose. It is to help beautify the town. But I never go that route, and I don't care about getting a golden axe. The golden axe does not break, however. So, in this version, let's see what this wallpaper is. Stately wall. Let's see. Yes, I want to see it. Do I want to buy? Ooh. Yes, we want to buy that. I will take that. Thank you, sir. I'll buy it. Okay. Now, in this game, you only have 2 rooms that you can decorate with wallpaper and things. So, buying a whole bunch of wallpaper is not necessarily a smart idea. See, I already have the exotic wall, so I don't need to buy this. No thanks. When we were downstairs in my main room, that was... never mind. Okay. So... it's a kitchen towel. Yeah, let me see it. I'll take it. So... in the later games, you have multiple rooms where would be a thing. Where you could have, multiple rooms with, where you could run multiple series and you could do carpets and wallpapers in multiple rooms. So, but here you have 2. So, hope you have 2 that you really like. I do want to buy the dragon suit. I don't want to, no, I want to buy this. It's a little off center here sometimes. No thanks. I do want to go ahead and buy it. I already know what it looks like on me. It's 340 bells. I'm going to buy it. I'll buy it. So I'm buying it. Thanks much. Okay. Please take this raffle tickets. No charge. Okay. Alright. So then this is a Nebula shirt, I'm pretty sure. See. I tell you, that's how long I have been playing. I should tell you how long I've been playing because I knew exactly what it was. Yes, I would like to buy it. Okay. So we're going to buy it. Yes, so I don't have any room for anything else because I've just filled up all of my space. So, this is a thing in the original Animal Crossing that people do. So, you take your, you keep your mail, your opened mail and your open letters, and you take items that you want to keep and you save it. Because later you can take these things and save them at the post office. You can actually save letters. I don't tend to do it. I just don't. I don't keep things that much anymore because I've played through so much at this point that I don't need to do that. There is a skull shirt for sale, and there was a skull shirt in the dump. There's a diamond shirt. So I want to give myself enough space so that I can get fossils and things. I don't need to buy the skull shirt. I do want to buy this vanity, though. I want to buy the regal vanity. It's a steal at that price. Would you like it? Yes, I would like it. Okay. Yeah, I know. He's telling you you have to use this month's raffle tickets this month. So I couldn't. That's why I gave him my July tickets, because it's now August and I can't use the July ones. So there are waste of space now. All right. So I have bought everything that I really want to buy. I don't really need this. I'm probably not going to buy it. But now, back in the day, I used to worry about collecting, and that's what I did. I collected. All right, so let's go get busy here in the town. Let's go see if we can find some fossils. The fossils, what I learned from playing this, fossils are where you can see them. They will never be behind a building where you can't see anything. There's one of my villagers. I don't really want to talk to him. The chances of you catching things while it's raining is exponentially greater. But you aren't going to see too many bugs out. And that still holds true in the original. Animals do go in their house. They do go in and out of their house. And you can visit them if they're in their house. And they do actually prefer that you do come visit. Okay. So, here, this is what is called a golden spot. You dig up the spot with your shovel, and you usually dig up 1,000 bells. Okay. Then you take your money and go over here and put your money in. It doesn't matter because I have a code on right now. Now, you can do two things here. You can either replant a tree here, and it will then generate 3 bags of 30,000 bells. Or you can cover it back up. I choose to cover this back up because I feel like I don't need to grow money trees. That's what you'll hear people call money trees. That spot will appear once a day. Generally, though, if I put a tree here, if I put a money tree here where this golden spot was, I would have had to have gotten rid of this tree, because it's too close together. The game does not like things super close together when you're planting and all of that. Same thing with the fruit trees. And fruits are native. You will have what is called a native fruit. Native fruits are the fruits that grow in your town specifically. In this case, in this town, it's peaches. If you went to your friend's town, let's say your friend was playing Animal Crossing, and his town had apples, apples would be his native fruit. You could then take apples from his town, bring them back to yours, plant them, and they are now a non-native fruit. So you could get more money from those fruits. So you'll see fruit trees scattered about. We do not shake trees in this town. We do not shake trees ever. Because shaking trees is a fool's errand. There are things hidden in the trees. But a lot of the time it's going to be bees, and I don't want to get stung. So in later games, you can get medicine, and that cures the bee sting, but I'm not going through all that. What I just did was dig up a fossil. We will then send these fossils to the museum, the faraway museum, via mail, and we will get fossils back, which hopefully we can donate or we will sell them. So that was our first fossil. Let's see. I'm trying to do this very quickly. My game is a little laggy, but it's not bad. Yes, if you run too close to the water, you're going to scare off fish. If you're running too close to insects and things, you will scare them off trees, and you will scare them off the ground. They will disappear. This is my post office, and we will come back up here to mail. I just want to check and see if we can find fossils over here. Or do we need to go down? We probably need to go down. Sometimes I've noticed it genuinely spreads it. There are rocks in your town, and sometimes there are special rocks. Ooh, this is a money rock. Okay, I'm glad I did this. Now, normally I would develop a I would put holes around it so I could get all of the bells. So as you can see, it goes 100, 1,000, 1,000, 100, 1,000. Okay. So it usually, you can get these money up. Okay, so I got to go, nope, just drop it. Because what we're going to do is take this and combine this money. Grab. And we're going to just go ahead and do it. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter about money. I have infinite money on. But this is just for the purposes of this, is to show you what happens when you do this. So, so you hit that rock. It's a special rock. There's one in your town every day. It moves around. It is random among the rocks that are in your town. They have carried this over into the most recent Animal Crossing. And you can get sizable money this way. In New Horizons, you get ore. You can get ore out of the rock also. Which to me is more valuable than the money, because sometimes the money isn't worth it. So sometimes there will be insects out, and I do want to see if I can catch this insect. Probably can't. So we have to walk slowly, walk around, see if we can line up and get close. Hopefully this person down here will not scare it off. Got him. Okay. I caught a robust cicada. They're noisy creatures. One of the things that I love about Animal Crossing is these are real creatures, okay? These are actual real creatures. I learned several species of new bugs. I learned several species of fish just from playing Animal Crossing. And there's always a pun. One of the traditions of Animal Crossing is that there is a pun that is associated with that. But I wanted to demonstrate catching something for you guys. So we will probably go donate him if we've not already. I want to make sure that I've not already donated it. Because I have codes on, I am not going all the way down to the bottom of this map. Because this is the map. So I'm in Acre C5. This runs on the Acre system. The Acre system, they did away with it in Wild World because now it's on a sphere, and you just go from area to area. But the map shows where everything is. I dug up another fossil. Like I said, I can't go down to Acre F5 because it will reset my game, because I am using codes, and I do not want to do that. So let's not do that. So we may or may not get all of the fossils today. But that's 2. Now, because it's raining, there is, you will get gyroids that you can dig up, and then you can put those in your house. Now, here, this is what is called the wishing well. The wishing well did not stay past this game. But this is where you can double check your, your town status, if you will. What's the ratio of like trees? They'll tell you, what do you need to improve? And I'm like, I don't care. So this is the Able Sister shop. They make patterns. In this game, they are responsible for patterns. And you can get, patterns, different patterns, and make patterns. Here, this is a gyroid that, one of the gyroids that I was saying, because it rained previously, and so there was already a gyroid here. But my pockets are full. Let's bury it again. We're going to bury it again. And I'm going to clear my inventory real quick. Let's see. What do I want to do? Let's throw away. Yes. Because this was always a thing. And this was always a problem when I originally played this. It was. So we're going to write the letter. Write letter. Choose an addressee. museum. So you can just press start. All you need to do is address it to the museum. Don't put anything in the body. Just say, okay, yes. And then I can write I've written it so I can put my stuff over here. It will turn blue so that you know those are things to be mailed. They are new letters. They are not old letters. So we're going to do another one. Oops. Okay, yes. Sometimes going back and playing this again, sometimes I'm like, ooh, some certain things have changed. So, so now I have space for at least one more thing that I really want to get. Because I'm going to sell this. It sells for $8.28. So that's, I know that off the top of my head. Oh, and there's another one. And there is my fossil. Awesome. Now, I know for a fact that they don't sell for any money. Those things do not sell. Those robust cicada do not sell. So I'm not that concerned about doing it. Now, every town is going to have a lighthouse, a pond that you saw back there. It's going to have a beach, an ocean. The ocean, there are fish that you are very specific to the ocean. The pond and the river have fish that are specific to them. And you have to fish in both areas to complete the your fish catalog. So that's a pond skater, and I really kind of want to catch him, but I don't know if I have enough space. I don't have enough space, and I would like to catch him so I can donate him. And I don't have enough space. No. I really don't have any place to put him. Oh, I don't even have enough space to write another letter to get rid of the fossils to do. Welp. So I'll come back and catch him later because he's common. He's a common bug. Now, if it were a large shadow, we'd figure something out. Okay. If it were a large shadow or a very rare bug, we definitely figure something out here. But that's not the case. So he's a very common bug. Learning all of the bugs and things was a whole thing too. I learned the bugs and the rarities and how much they cost. So yeah, that was a whole thing. So we're going to go down. We're going to go to the museum so that we can go donate some items, and that will free up some space. And then I can go do stuff that I really want to do. Like pay some of this loan, because I want to show you guys what happens when you pay your loan in this. Let's see. Where's my museum? Let me go look at my map. Sorry. I need to look at my map. Oh, we're right in front of it. Awesome. Okay, here we are. Okay. So, Blathers is asleep because he's an owl, and he's a night owl. He's a night owl. So, that's why he says, what time is it? I'm so very sleepy. And I'm like, I know. So, see, and he says, I'm afraid I'm a bit of a night owl. Yes. I know you are. Yes, well, by might there be something with which I can assist you? Yes. I want to donate an item. Now, at any point, you can come to the museum. You can go and see what you've already donated. I used to have a spreadsheet. This is how involved this got. I used to have a spreadsheet where I would track what I caught and what I didn't catch. I also had the official player's guide, and they had stickers, and you could check off things. So I did that too. I'm going to give him the robust cicada. Let's see if he... Yes. Okay. So that means I have not donated it yet until now. Okay. He does not like bugs, but he's an owl. Owls eat bugs. So that's ironic, I guess. He says, I have to say, I'm not overly fond of insects. Good, which is good. So he's not going to tell me about it. They are very noisy. But if not for them, if it weren't for cicadas, I wouldn't know that it was summertime sometimes. To me, if I hear a cicada, I know it's time for summer. They're also mating. It's a mating call for them. I learned a lot about them. It was through Animal Crossing that I actually learned what they were called. I would hear them. I live in the South. I would hear them and I was like, what is that noise? It sounds like electricity to me. And it's not. Okay, so because I haven't pulled my fossils out just yet, I have to go in here and pull them out of my inventory. And that's what we're going to do. I purposely put them together so that I could open. Of course it is. It is the one that I want to throw away. Yeah, I know. I want to throw that away so that I can all right, so what we're going to do is this. And put that over there like that. And then we're going to take this out. They're saying I can't throw it away in here. That's why it's not letting me do the throwaway option. A pato tail. That's what we want. Okay. And then I want to write... Nope, can't write a letter. I'm going to put this axe over here because I never use my axe. So let's do that. And then down here, take the present out. You learn how to manage your space in Animal Crossing. That's one of the things I learned about this. I'm going to do that number. All right. So, I can't write a letter right now, but it's fine. All right. So I do have things to give him. Yes. Okay. So eventually, if you sit here long enough, during his time where he's sleeping, he will go back to sleep, which is adorable. And I feel so bad about waking him up. Let's see if I didn't donate the Zapato tail. Let's see. Yep. Okay, cool. And this is, you can tell which version this is, also by the graphics. But he clearly can't tell you about it because he's not qualified to tell you. So he doesn't give you an explanation of what they are. He does once you get the full creature, though. But, like, immediately right now, he can't tell you about it. Let's go see about the trilobite. It's the dinosaur track. Trilobite. Give. Good deal. So, things like the trilobites and things, he can tell you. Dinosaur tracks, he can tell you. He can give you a description of it. Because it's a single item. It's not a part of a skeleton that you haven't found. So he's telling you about the trilobites and all. This is how I discovered about these fish and these bugs. I learned from Blathers. I was like, my guy, you were out here teaching. I love it. Okay. There are no living descendants whatsoever of trilobites. Interesting. It's fine. He talks. That's why his name is Blathers. And I'm like, baby, everybody has their quirk. I don't mind that Blathers talks because Blathers teaches. All right, so we're finished with donating. That is good. I'm glad I got to show you guys donations, that I actually had some stuff to donate. All right, so now we have things that I can take out of here. And then that will give me space to write a letter. Okay, so when we get outside, we're going to do that. All right, so I've donated a few things in the time here. I've donated a few things. So see, now I can throw it away. I have the option to throw away. And what we're going to do is write a letter. I really like the sparkly paper. It is super cute and it's pretty. All right, so we're going to take this and we're going to Put it in here. All right, so good deal. Grab. I want to swap places, so I put them all together. All right, we are ready to go. Okay, so we've done what we really need to do. I can make me some money, a little bit. This is a gyroid, more than likely. Oh no, it's another one. Ooh, and I can only send them 3 a day. If you send them extras, they will not do more than the extra. Here, I want to come down here and show you guys there's another map. But this is the Lost and Found with the police, with Copper and Booker. In there right now are a bunch of NES games. Because when I put the code on, it gave me all the games. And then transferred them all to the Lost and Found. So let's come down here to the bottom. But yes, I can only do 3 fossils a day. If you do any more than that, they will reject them. And actually, they will not look at them for you. They kind of sort of tell you that. But while it's raining, I could maybe catch a cold calf. But they are rare and they spawn very rarely. But you can catch them. This is the time, really, too, in Animal Crossing, in the first Animal Crossing, to make your money. If you are hard pressed for bells and you want to make bells fast, the way to do it in the original one is play in the summertime and go fishing when it rains and spend all day doing that. Fill up your inventory and catch what you need to catch and sell. Empty your inventory and keep nothing but your fishing rod in your hand. Do all that you have to do. And you can fill up your inventory with red snappers and barred knife jaws and cold cans if you care about donating. So here we are in the post office now, because this is based on the original Animal Crossing, and it is the original Animal Crossing. In America, there is the e-reader option over here. This does actually work. I don't know if it works in this, but it works in the actual ROM. I mean, in the actual game. You could hook up an e-reader if you had one. I did. And you could scan cards, and you could get certain items from Animal Crossing. I used to do it for Super Mario Advance 4, which was Super Mario Brothers 3. Or I'm sorry, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario Brothers 3. So, because I kept thinking 4, and it wasn't 4. I don't think it was 4. But the e-reader option, the e-reader didn't really want to work a lot. So, I just tended to ignore it. But they kept this kind of idea later with the cards. So, here you're going to talk to Pelly. She's the one you want to talk to. Her sister is Phyllis, who shows up after 6 o'clock, I think, is the time that she shows up. I do not like talking to Phyllis because Phyllis is rude. And I'm like, baby, I don't have time for this. So Pelly is super sweet. And she asks, how can I help you? I want to mail a letter because we are going to do this first. And then, see, you have to do it one at a time. In later games, you can do multiple letters, starting with, what's the one? I'm trying to think which one it is. Wild World. You could mail multiple letters at once. So see, as you can see, I have to go in here and do it one at a time. That's why I like having this set up before I come in here. And then all I have to do is, yes, I want to mail more letters. They're a little known fact. If you pay attention, there are 3. If you want to do a forced mailing, you send out 5 items. Once you send out 5, it automatically makes the mail go. And what's his name comes in? Pete. Pete comes in and mails your letters, takes your letters and sends them off. Now, Pelly, Pelly, a little known background trivia fact, Pelly has a crush on Pete. the mailman. And you can see him walking around in your town at like 9 and like 5. He actually delivers the mail at 9 and 5. She has a crush on him. However, he fancies her sister, Phyllis. And I'm like, really? Bruh, that's terrible. But, you know, love is love, I guess. So now we're going to talk because that option kicks you out. So really we should have gone to the other option first. But we're going to pay. So we're going to pay our debt to Nook. Some of our debt. You still owe 1 bill. So I made it so that all my stuff is 1 bill. How much would you like to pay back? Let's go and pay him his 1 bill. Well, looks like you've paid back all of your loan. This was my final loan too. So, I think that's all I want to do. I'm done there. So, we're going to keep that fossil there, and then we're going to go see Nook. So that you guys can see. Well, I actually probably won't go sell. And then see, she gets excited, and she's like, yes, I paid off all my loan. I'm completely debt-free. You are, in fact, fully debt-free once you pay off that upstairs loan. The upstairs final thing, that final one is 798,000 bills. So I'm like, okay, cool. So yes, we could go talk to Nook. As a matter of fact, we will. He's like, I can't do any further. And you know it's the final one because he said earlier when I went in and I talked to him about it that he could not expand any further. There was no other renovations he could do to my house. So that's why you're done. My good gracious, Lindsay. You're welcome. Yep. See, and he says, as I told you before, I can't build you a bigger house than the one you've got now. Flat out impossible. Later games, yes, he can. And he does. You get 4 rooms. Your enlarged first room, main room, and then you get 4 rooms off to the side. Then you get a basement downstairs and upstairs, and your upstairs is massive. And I tend to, with the multiple rooms, I tend to make a kitchen. I make my main giant room be my living room. Then I make my rooms off to the side be a kitchen, a bathroom, a dining room. And then my upstairs or like a den. And then in my upstairs, that is my actual main bedroom. And I put a little half bath in there. But my bathroom is an actual working bathroom. So, yeah, I build like a real house. And I set up a real house. Okay. So this is in this one when you pay off your loan, your entire loan, he builds a statue to you. And he puts it in front of the train station. And it's a gold statue. Now, the next person who pays it off is like a silver statue. Then the next person who pays their stuff off, a bronze statue. So, and then I think the 4th person is like a green statue or something like that. Okay. So, we are finished here, actually. I was trying to see, did I want to buy anything else while I was here? I really don't want that chair. I kind of want the teddy bear. Kind of. But I'm not going to really buy it. None of this stuff over here actually works either. Like, this doesn't work. You can't do anything with it. It's just decoration. You cannot place things outside, like furniture and things outside. You can in New Horizons. That was new in New Horizons. So, the statue, I can go ahead and tell you because I've done this multiple times now. The statue, KK Slider will sit here and he comes and plays. If you want to go visit somebody and they have their memory card plugged up, you get on the train. But the statue will go like right here. It's literally going to go right here. Up in front of your house. Let's go in the house. one final time. Let's turn on the lights. So, trying to think, do I need to do anything else in the house? Oh, I was gonna sell him that stuff, wasn't I? I was. All right, so we're gonna go downstairs and I will drop stuff off. I did say I wasn't gonna sell it. Now that I think about it, I'm not gonna sell right now because I have that code on where I'm not making any money, and I kind of want to make money. So, as you can see, I can do this where I can drop multiple things, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do that. Let's see. I'm going to sell those two, so I want to keep that. So we can go ahead and I'm going to drop my axe because I'm not using it. And then drop all. And see, it drops all of them. Cool. All right. So we're going to go back upstairs. So I want to show y'all the clock out process, if you will. All right. Because we have reached the end of our game. I've turned on my lights in my house. So if I want to finish my game, he says, "Welcome home, Lindsay. How may I be of assistance?" His name is actually Lloyd. And then you have your options of save, store an item, other things. Other things. I don't know, what is other things? Oh, you can change. Okay, I forgot about this. About the door. So, for the about the door option, you can put your own pattern on the door, which is adorable. I had my own little pattern on it, and it's like on your front door. Set message, it's for when friends come to visit, they can see the message that you put in there. You can put anything you want in there. Go back and never mind. And then then you can save, store an item. You can store items and then you can keep them there. This is another way to get around the storage problem. You can store items to keep them there, or you can set them up for sale for other people. We are not going to store an item because I don't need to. Other things, you cannot store living creatures and things in the store an item. You can keep them in your basement, but you can't put them in like containers or anything. I want to save. So we're going to save. Would you like to save? That's right. Request process. Please enter the house. All right. And then she goes in. Now, I love the fact that in later games, you can save anywhere. In this one, you have to save. You have to go to him to save. Now, you can continue, save and continue. She's going to ask you, do you want to save and continue, or do you want to save and quit? And I'm like, most of the time, I don't use the save and continue. Most of the time. Because I only save when I'm ready to finish and be done. What would you like to do? I want to save and quit. Okay. In that case, I'm going to save over your town data. This will just take a second. I'm saving to the memory card in slot A. Do not turn the power off or remove the memory card. Cool. Takes a minute. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope you'll come see me again soon. La-ba. However, all of the animals introduced in this one have been introduced in, they're in later versions. They've never gotten rid of, like, animals as far as I know. They have kept the same animals. And so, there we go. We go back to the title screen, which I love how they say the Nintendo logo. One of the cute things about the intro here is that it goes through all of the seasons. It cycles through with different versions of what your character could look like. And so this is fall. Later you'll see spring, summer, winter. Winter is with snow. And that's how you know for sure that it's winter. But I love Animal Crossing. It is one of my favorite series. I venture to say it is my favorite series. I prefer playing Animal Crossing to any other life simulator. Because Animal Crossing is super cute. And I've just grown to love it so much. I fell in love with it. Here, as a matter of fact, here's a good example too. While we're here, the apples. Apples were the native fruit. Maybe it may have been the native fruit to this town. But you see there's a different fruit than the one that I had in mind. This is winter. That's Lobo the wolf. Let's see, he chopped down a tree. But this is what a little boy character looks like. I actually created a little boy character back in the day. Once I finished my original character, I started another character in my town, and I decided to do a boy instead of a girl, another girl. And it was fun. I had my two little characters going there for a minute. But yes, so that's Animal Crossing. As you can see, it is a fun game. I do enjoy it. I do. I very much enjoy Animal Crossing. I'm probably going to check in on my town in Pocket Camp later because there's an event running right now and I'm about halfway through it. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up and get finished, and I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm probably going to play Animal Crossing later. So I want to thank you for watching. I hope you had a great time watching me play Animal Crossing. At least play through and show you the mechanics and do a little something with it. I enjoy playing Animal Crossing. I really do. And I love talking about Animal Crossing. So yeah, I hope that you got something out of this. And if anything, it reignites your love for the original Animal Crossing and you go play it and you check it out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Peace.